Well, this is happy. Hello fellow nerds, it's Alisha. So this video is gonna be a little weird. It's not gonna be as scripted as normal. I was going to do a regular video, complete with a script and a book you guys haven't heard of. But I woke up this morning and Alan Rickman died. I didn't feel quite right doing anything else other than this. I was going to do Carry On and Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell, and since that has such a Harry Potter influence, I was going to do a Harry Potter kind of opening thing where I was goofing around. I even have my Gryffindor scarf set out for it and everything, but I think I'm gonna put the scarf on. I'm gonna put the scarf on. Why not? I look stupid enough already. There. I'm a Gryffindor. No, I'm not. But I mean, I don't know. It might be that I just woke up to it and just heard the news and everything like that, but it just feels really weird and cheap to do anything else other than to make this kind of a special episode. I'm gonna be reviewing Harry Potter, but not the whole series. Just Snape. Because I think it needs to be done. I mean, this is really affecting me a lot more than I would have thought. But I mean, I guess it makes sense. Harry Potter came out when I was very young. I was probably 8 or 9 when the books came over and I started reading them. And then the movies came out when I was about 11. So I grew up with Alan Rickman. And just, everything else that he's done too, I don't think I've ever seen Die Hard, but, I've seen Love Actually, and, he was in Sweeney Todd and did a really good job in that. He was really creepy, but, he did a really good job. And just, he's such a good actor. He's so just iconic. And I just don't think that, I don't know, I can't even put it into words, he's just changed so many people's lives, and a lot of that has to do with Snape, with Severus Snape. Now, a lot of people kind of don't like Snape. I marginally don't like Snape. I'm gonna be upfront and honest. Even with the whole redemption arc that he goes through, it's really hard to like him because he calls his best friend the equivalent of a racial slur, because he's mad that, she's interested in some, hotshot jock guy, instead of him. And then goes off and basically becomes a Nazi. It's kind of all right, well, maybe you should just take things a little easier than that, or not, or you can just go on a crazy rampage. That works too. And even when he's adult, he's kind of a jerk too, because he's a jerk to all these little kids and stuff for no reason except for he's a teacher and they kind of remind him of kids in his past, whoa, you need to get over it. But I think the really important thing about Snape is that he's the redemption arc in the story. He did some really terrible stuff. But he also saved a lot of people. After he decided to come to his senses and join with Dumbledore and stuff like that. And he saved Harry countless times. And I don't think it was just because of Lily. I don't think it was just because of that. I think he understood that Lily was a kind, gentle person, and he did that because of her. He understood that she wouldn't have liked him being callous. You know, it's not, he didn't just save Harry because, you know, he had her mother's eyes and everything like that. He saved Harry, and he saved countless other people because he knew Lily would do the same thing. He knew Lily would be kind and fierce and give, you know, she did give her life in order to try and stop Voldemort, you know, and then he ended up doing the same thing. Hate on Snape, if you will. He can be a bit of a bully. He's kind of this emotionally repressed jerk who is still living in the days of high school, but he had a really awful time in high school, so that doesn't give you like permission to be a jerk as an adult. But in the end, the whole point was that he redeemed himself, and he did. He played two sides, knowing that he would probably get killed in the end. I don't know if that's entirely creepy or not, but, you know, I still think there's something sweet about it. Because even after, you know, she was married to James and after she died, he still loved her. It wasn't just like, well, she's my fulfillment of something. He just loved her. You know, she was a kind, gentle person, and he loved that about her. So I don't think his love was in, like, the wrong place or was a bad thing, necessarily. He just went about it the wrong way. And I think Snape is important, too, for that reason. There really isn't another character in Harry Potter that goes through that kind of redemption arc. Where they go from making the gravest mistake ever to becoming, you know, a great person. I think it was really important for J.K. Rowling to include that. Make for good storytelling, you know. It's always fascinating to see this character who's fallen from grace go back into the light. But it's also just really helpful, especially for, you know, the kids that are out there that are reading these books, you know. They're gonna make some mistakes along the way. And maybe they're gonna go to a place where they feel like they can't come back from. But Snape did. So I'm really trying not to cry right now. I don't know why, but I would even argue that Snape is probably the most important character in the series. You know, he goes on such a transformative journey. He goes from just this grim, awful jerk teacher to, you know, the guy who saves his life, or the guy who risks his life to save Harry Potter. And, you know, sometimes I hate him because it's like, you're a grown man, get over it, and everything like that, but most of the time I think that he's really a fantastic character, and a fantastic person. Alan Rickman just did him justice. He brought Snape to life in so many other ways than I saw when I was reading it, and probably in more ways than what J.K. Rowling did when she was writing it. He was a gift. He was a real gift to that series and to the world of acting and to just the world. You know, he was a staple in people's childhoods, including mine. There's a hole in the acting world right now. There really is. that doesn't mean that we can't, you know, go back and watch all the things that he did, you know, like there's still Die Hard, there's still Robin Hood, there's still Sweeney Todd, there's still, you know, he's still going to be in the new Alice in Wonderland movie that's coming out, you know, because he's the caterpillar, you know, and there's still the whole Harry Potter series, too. It's not like all those things have just been erased from history, you know. They're still there for us to go back and enjoy and love and make meaning from. That's what stories are supposed to do, and that's what actors are. They're storytellers telling stories that we receive and create from it what we want. And that's wonderful. So yeah, not the typical video. A couple weeks when we come back, I will try to make a normal video. Yeah, I don't think I could have made a normal video if I tried today. Especially just having woken up and, you know, just heard about this. So, sorry for just being incoherent partly and being, you know, really casual about this, but it just had to be done. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check us out on all of our social media, stuff like that, you know. I don't really feel much like doing a pitch right now, but but you know, if you want all that stuff, it's gonna be in the description below. But yeah, until then, stay nerdy and remember that happiness can be found in the darkest of places if only one remembers to turn on the light.